Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 24th and final episode of Darling in the Franxx. That's right, this roller coaster ride of an anime is finally coming to its end, which seems to be just... I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, what happened in the last episode? I'm not even sure anymore. All I really remember is that I think giant laser beams were fired, Relizia grew tits, and you had Zero Two and Hero go into an space gateway warp gate thing together and nobody else went with them and they made promises to come back eventually. I think that was kind of how we ended off on, so yeah, I have no idea how the series is going to end, so let's just go and see. 3, 2, 1, play. And that was a really pretty sight. Wow, the honeymoons don't get any more unique than that. $70. Could you imagine you're an alien just driving your ship along? It's like, oh my god, where did you get that vehicle and where do I buy one? That's probably not a good sign. I mean, as long as you get to be inside Zero Two, I don't see the problem. Yeah, that's... just go deeper and deeper until can't go any deeper, and then go even deeper after that. Yeah, just not too soon. Oh, jeez. Let's just destroy everything. And we share our wings to become one complete bird. I would be more than happy to try. You know, at least on Zero Two. That tends to happen, yeah. So did she decide not to get the abortion? I think she did. It will use you an example. Good points. But yeah, I think it's safe to say she chose to keep the baby. Meanwhile, back on Earth, people live in a simple, normal life. uh, Not gonna get used to Ikuno's hair. Looks like an old lady mixed in with the children. It is a looking shovel. Well, whatever it is. I'm not a gardener. Ikuno and Ichigo alone in a room together. I like it. Learning those valuable parental motherly skills. Well, no, you've already made the baby. You've done enough. What? uh, I got you food. Here, eat the food I gave you. You know, I keep forgetting that Fatoshi actually had a thing for Kokoro, but that kind of has no longer a thing. I'm pretty sure we have months before it's born. Living like, what, 70 days, I think they said? But yeah, Kokoro's eating for 2 now, so... That's quite the voice he got there now, Goro. But yeah, I do vaguely remember hearing something about Goro's voice actor, so maybe they replaced him. It still caught me a bit off guard. That really is a beautiful sight. I can't think of a better place for a honeymoon. I mean, maybe Okinawa, but It'd be close either way. Yes, we do. Who knows how long these people will live for? I could assume it was Earth. You didn't have to tell me. Oh, is she already having the baby? Why is everyone upset? Oh, you scared me for a bit there. I assumed the worst when I saw everyone. Aw, that's really cute. But I guess it was just happy tears, but for a second I was really thinking the worst. Well, he's the only papa. But yeah, I guess a lot of time had passed if we already had the baby pop out. That's good. Naomi, yes, I was hoping we get to see Naomi. We haven't seen her in forever, like, properly. It was like, what, episode 1 or 2 when she first was supposed to leave? We got plants. Don't drop him. But yeah, definitely building a proper life for themselves now. Which one? Oh, okay. Goto's gonna go on an adventure. No children left behind. Yeah, all your potential love interests are kind of leaving, so you're gonna have to be stuck with Ikuno at this rate, which I'll be happy with. I wasn't expecting a brofist to be their goodbye, but okay. Is he gonna do it? He did. Good job, Goro. He's like, I'm getting at least one kiss from you, cock tease, before I leave. Ikuno's like, I wish I could have done that. I'd say a bit. Meanwhile, they're still up there having intergalactic battles in space. You know, while everybody else is making a life for themselves on Earth. Oh, there's a lot to fight off. No wonder it takes forever. I think he does look really cool like that, though. It's always 2 years in anime, I swear. You awake? Oh wow, it has been a while. I mean, that's a little bit more than 2 years, right? A dream that you piloted a FranXX with your friends. Oh, we really? That's fun. Here we are going for it. Well, of course, I'd be surprised if they weren't here. Ugh, ouch. Jeez, that's... I don't know if they can handle this. This is a lot to deal with. No, thank you. Shoot them with your love laser beams. Wake up, darling. This is kind of important. Don't die on us. Ugh. Maybe he's spent. Maybe he needs some recovery time. He's been inside of you for what, 2 years? Non-stop? A lot of stamina right there. He has to give way eventually. Well, don't do that. Yes, just... Shots fired. Ugh. Things are not going well. It's not quiet out there. Well, I mean, it should be at space, but you know what I mean. Are you even human anymore? It's like bugs. They're everywhere, but they're... Oh, jeez. Uh, this really isn't going well at all. Oh, wow, is that their child? Is she already that old? Uh, I. Really? They named her I? For those of you that don't know, I is the Japanese word for love. Well, one of the worst words. Well, it's an important word. It's in the title, and it's what hero is. Well, it's a mirror. Don't bring it anywhere near 02. Well, yeah. We tried the power of friendship. Well, specifically handling to make that work. Oh, wow. I really like that. Like, we're not doing no hand holding, we're going a step further. Uh, I should hope not. Who could possibly forget about 02? They've way outshined you. You're not even in the same league. How much time do you have left, specifically? Yes, I noticed. Well, it's normal to give your own child a name. Yes. Okay, so I didn't need to explain it. Gotta chop up that ahoge. Yes. You sure they're shouting pretty loudly? Yes, that confirms they can hear it. Humans are weak, but they're strong because they're weak. Want to be specific. They're wedding crashers. Kabedon. The kiss of death. Kiss could be a symbol for a lot of things. Ichigo, I mean, no, 02. I was hoping he would call it the wrong name in space. You're the what? Anyway, there's our kiss. Are we gonna get powered up now? It would have been hilarious if he accidentally called out the wrong name, I'm just saying. I bet he's dying you deep inside. Very specific color. Blue, I mean, of course, blue. I love you too, 02. And now you show them the power of love and what it can do. They are the spear that will pierce the heavens. Oh, well that's bad. Don't stab her there. Okay, now I think we finally reached our final form. Wow, it really is a drill, I think. Look like one. Now destroy its crystal, like whatever it has. Whatever their core is. And there we go. And enjoying every second of it. That is just a very nice shot there. I hope so. I swear they do our broken record, but and then they made a new galaxy. Now, I quite like my body. I don't really want to give it up. It's my body. It's my choice. Looks like they left their body anyway. Yeah, it's episode 24. They did, but I don't think you have any way of knowing for sure. But luckily we as the audience do. Aw, she's so cute. Just hug her. Well, they promised they would. I don't see how they will unless they're reincarnated somehow. Zero two. No, I was kind of hoping that they would be like an encasing and falls off and 02 is just there, back to normal, but he became a plant instead. I can accept that. Good game, guys. Let's go home. Sounds about right. That's really kind of them, considering how much time we spent killing them. And, you know, stealing their magma people. Thought we decided that a while ago, but okay. We're making clothes. We're building stuff. It's great. And windmills. We really are going crazy with the power. I mean, windmills really aren't all that great for power, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. Getting all sciencey. And we made more babies the natural way. It's a really nice last page. I like it. I'm glad somebody finished it. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be told about it in Legends and... Wow, that art! Oh, wow. That's... 10.5 out of 10. Better than I can do. Yeah, you do that. You can also try to make your own baby, you know, see how that works. And then lose by trying. One way to find out. Yep. More children. Where do these children keep coming from? It really sucks to hold hands with somebody that's much shorter than you because of that reason. School entrance ceremony? Wow, we really have made tons of children. Wow, how dare you. I'm glad to see he hasn't grown up at all. You know, mentally. Uh, but yeah, some things never changed, clearly. Yeah, I totally believe you. Battle via Hoge. Who will win? Is that child old enough to read? Oh, I mean, it's a picture book, so whatever. And could you look any older if you tried? Ichigo's Prego. Who's the father? That's the question. Wow, uh, just so you know, Futoshi, growing a mustache is not gonna get you on my good side, but a good effort. Okay. So they have made progress on that front. I actually like it. I would eat some. In fact, I'm even hungrier now. Uh, but yeah, basically everybody having kids. Pregnant women everywhere. It's a nightmare. Makes sense. Get on paternity leave. Some more than others. Exactly. Well put. That's kind of a good thing, though. Yeah, but some of you are not good role models, Zorome. I just can't get over that mustache. Yeah, Goro's changed a lot. Some of them look more different than others. I'm sure Zero Two would have loved to hear that. A huge tree. They're still having fun in space. Hey, they came back. Yay. Wow, were they really reincarnated? I think you'll need a liquor knee to make it better. I'm Hero. They're gonna cut out before they give us a name, aren't they? So that was the 24th and final episode of Darling in the Franxx. And this episode, it ended off more or less how I expected it to. Our characters on Earth are still doing their best to become self-sufficient, start over, make the best of their new situation. Become able to just pick up the pieces of what's left behind and build a new world, I guess is probably the best way to put it. Meanwhile, Zero Two and Hero were up in space, continuing to fight evil aliens. having varying amounts of success with that, having to getting damaged, trying to do love power-ups, getting damage again, getting more love power-ups, until they're able to win, basically. And they did, well enough on that front, although it seemed like they kind of ended up more or less sacrificing themselves at the end because we had them float off, say, what exactly did they say? They said something about, this being the end, and then looking like they became just ethereal, spirits or whatever, then floated around space as just their representative colors, and then eventually made it to Earth and possibly reincarnated into the far future and meeting together as children. So I guess that's more or less how their fate ended. Meanwhile, on Earth, we have all the characters doing various things like, giving birth to the baby, and other people getting pregnant and them having their babies and becoming older, and pretty much, all that good stuff. And when Kokoro's baby was born, I was like really worried for a second when I saw everyone looking very like crying. Basically, I thought maybe Kokoro had blood out during the childbirth or whatever and died. That's kind of where my mind went. Of course, I considered other possibilities as well, but that was the one I jumped to, like, as the most likely. But luckily, that was not the case. I guess there were just tears of joy, which is a very emotional moment for everyone. So, yeah, luckily it was not a super sad scene. That would have been very, unpleasant, to say the least. It's very odd seeing a lot of these characters as adults, partly because a big theme in the show had been, them wanting to become adults. That was kind of the carrot that was dangling in front of them being parasites. Like, hey, if you do a good job, Papa will allow you to join the ranks of adults, which was a giant lie. They were going to die as parasites and then be replaced with new parasites. Of course, they didn't know that because they would have much less will to fight if they did. So that ended up not being the case. They ended up being able to break away from Papa, that entire system, and actually become adults. Because apparently Ikuno was able to work on the research to prolong their lives, because parasites did not have very long life expectancy, even best case scenario. So I think they said they were able to kind of help with that a little bit, because they were making scientific advancements and mechanical ones, and all that good stuff. Being able to improve the quality of life. They built windmills, all sorts of good stuff. And I think it kind of ended off with just zooming forward in time, like until a lot of time had passed to the point of where 02 and Hiro could reincarnate, become children, and start their lives together over again, pretty much. So yeah, as far as endings go, I'm perfectly fine with this ending. I really couldn't think of a better way for it to end, really. I really can't. I'm pretty happy with this. Of course, it's nauseating to see 02 and Hiro be all lovey-dovey and stuff like that, but, it's their honeymoon, so I can't blame them for that. So my thoughts on the anime as a whole, it's like I said, it's a mixed bag. The series had a lot of peaks and valleys, moments where I was like, why am I watching this anime again? And moments where I was like, oh my god, this anime is awesome. So yeah, overall, I'd say my thoughts on it were positive. I enjoyed my time with it. It kept me guessing a lot, not knowing exactly what's gonna happen next. I think it could have spaced out its world building a bit better, than it did. And of course, it should have brought aliens in as a possibility earlier than it did, especially because that's very Deus Ex Machina-ish, like sci-fi version of Deus Ex Machina when you do that. It's like, hey, I wonder what's going on here. Well, aliens did it. That explains everything. Aren't we such great writers? It's, that sort of thing. But that didn't bother me as much as it did some other people. But yeah, the series, definitely interesting setting. I liked a lot of the stuff they did with the FranXX, where it was like very much a lot of the FranXX stuff was like basically a euphemism for sex, with the whole one of them's a stamen, the other one's a pistol, and they have to get together to make a make a FranXX move. That sort of thing. I thought that was pretty funny. I like how some people called that like the unnecessary way of piloting the mechs, which kind of talk about missing the point completely. But yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Definitely made a very interesting dynamic to the show, because you had to have very specific circumstances to make the FranXX actually move. So anything that deviated from that, you would have issues. And just overall, it was a very interesting world. It was post-apocalyptic, of course, which led you to wonder, hey, I wonder how the world became this way. And they took quite a while to actually tell us that, which is probably another one of my biggest complaints with the series. I just wish they would have done a better job of handling the world building, really. I mean, the world building itself was cool. The world itself was cool. I just wish they could have done that a bit better. They kind of just threw a lot of stuff at us in one episode, and I don't like when a series does that. It just when they spend like 15 episodes or whatever it was wondering what's going on, and then the next episode, hey, here are most of the answers that you wanted. Oh, but we're gonna make new questions now as well. But don't worry, we'll tell you those as well eventually. You know, that kind of thing. Of course, a lot of it I kind of just assumed. I really love the Klaxosaurs, mostly because of the color scheme. I love the blue and black that they were doing. That was pretty cool. And character-wise, I mean, the characters were fine. I mean, that one scene where they were, well, the one episode really, when they were trying really hard to prevent 02 from meeting up with Hiro. That episode, that most of the characters really went down for me as far as likability goes. And Ichigo, a lot of things she did in the series, a lot of poor decisions she made her lose a lot of points to me as well. But I'd say 02 was probably my favorite character in the show overall. Toshi was definitely my least favorite character. There is no question about that. I cannot list the amount of times that character annoyed me. I'm so glad Kokoro just left him and went with Mitsuru. I know some people complain about the NTR aspect of the show, but I was 100% okay with Kokoro doing that. I hated Futoshi. I can understand why she wouldn't want to be with him. I can't imagine anyone wanting to be with him, but apparently someone did, because I think he impregnated someone in the epilogue anyway. So I guess that's fine. I didn't really like Hiro much at all, because he just kind of he was either like very depressing to watch, very down in the dumps. Woe is me. I'm gonna try to be philosophical because why not? He went from that to just being in love with 02. And then that became the only thing he cared about. He kind of became a little bit selfish and tunnel visioned and all that regarding to that. So those were the kind of two things. There's only two real personality traits, were those two right there, I guess. So I never really liked Hiro that much, to be honest. And I know the show really wanted to push that whole one-winged bird symbolism stuff, but I feel like they brought it up maybe just a little too much, to the point where when they finally had that payoff of it near the end there, I did not care as much as I probably should have. I was just like, yay, we're hearing the wing and bird talk for the 10 bajillionth time. Like, I get it, you're really into that, but still, I think they overdid that. I think it would have more impact if they kind of did not remind us that that was a thing as much as they did, because just, it was overdone. Yeah, I mean, I really don't have that much to say on the show, really, to be honest, but yeah, like I said, I enjoyed my time with it. It was quite a wild ride. It's definitely going to be an anime that will stick with me for a while. That's to say the least, if because of 02, if nothing else, but also the epicness of the space battles and all that, which, yeah, the series definitely, like, really escalated quickly is the best way to put it, with that, when they finally brought in the whole space stuff into it. It's like, it went from battling Klaxosaurs, you know, one FranXX versus a Klaxosaur, well, a few FranXX versus a bunch of Klaxosaur usually, to, hey, let's go in outer space and battle this alien armada that's attacking us, who is like a third-party faction battling against humans and Klaxosaur and all that. So yeah, that's considering Trigger was involved in this anime, not as much as some people seem to think, but they were involved in some capacity. I should have seen that coming, because that's usually how Trigger goes. They shoot for the moon, really. But yeah, so let me know what your thoughts on the anime are in the comment section below. I'm sure you have your opinions. I know 02 versus Ichigo debates were very common on the internet, and Ichigo hate in general was very common on the internet for a little bit there. Like, the Ichigo hate memes got out of control. They were amusing, though. I mean, I never hated Ichigo, but I disliked her enough where I could enjoy the Ichigo hate memes. But yeah, anyway, just let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.